วัสดีค่ะ I come from Thailand. Okay, it's the land of smile. So first, make me feel at home. Smile to me. สวัสดีค่ะ I'm a brand consultant for more than 20 years. I have experience with all kinds of clients, global, local, big, small, big shot, big heart, rich, poor, all kinds of clients. So I have something to share with you. What is the best way to build a brand? At least it's work in Thailand. Okay, so let's hear what Thailand can share with you. First, let's talk about Thailand. Okay, there are so many amazing things in Thailand. We have amazing culture, nature. Okay, Thai kickboxing, Thai food, right? You love Thai food? Yeah. Thai elephant. That's the animal of the nation. Okay, and this is what I mean. Thai smile. But the most amazing thing about Thailand actually is King of Thailand. King Bhumibol Adulyadej. Okay. Since the day one that he became King of Thailand, now he is 85 years old. So it's more than 60 years of non-stop working toward the betterment of Thai people. When he was younger and stronger, he went to everywhere in Thailand. He talked to people in every region just to find out what they want, what they need. Because in order to develop the betterment for Thailand, it's not about the king, it's about the people. So he has to understand the need of the people. So he talked to everyone. And the amazing things about him is his approach is exactly the same approach that the world is trying to do right now. Sustainable development. Okay. Why I say so? You can prove it from the way Thai people talk about him. นักการเมืองยื่นปลาพระราชายื่นเบ็ด Politicians give fish. The king teach how to fish. That's a big difference, right? So his approach is all about creating sustainability, long-term solution, not short-term answer. He doesn't care about gaining popularity. It's all about create something that can help people to get out to the betterment of life. And his approach is called ปรัชญาของเศรษฐกิจพอเพียง Sufficiency Economy philosophy, which is not the same thing as self-sufficient economy. Okay, I show you how it's different. For Sufficiency Economy philosophy, the king said that in order for people to get to the point of sustainability, you have to understand one thing: moderation. Moderation is the heart of Buddhism. Okay, it means not too much, not too little, just in the middle way. And the middle way is not like a symmetric. Okay, middle way for each people also different. Moderation for me and for you are different. It depends on our inner. And in order to get to the point of moderation, the king suggests that we need 3 principles and 2 conditions. First principle is about self-awareness. You have to know yourself. You have to know what's your value, what's your belief system. And if you can try hard enough, you can move from the self-awareness to the self-awakening. Right? You know yourself well enough. That's a very important thing. You have to start from knowing yourself first. And once you know yourself well enough, second principle, he called reasonableness. People must be logical, rational when it comes to making decisions. You cannot just do things because your neighbor did it or your competitor did it. You have to justify your own means and your end. Don't just do it because of the fashion or the trend or the fad. Okay? Use your own reason to do it. Last principle is about the future. He called it self-immunity. It's about creating protection. We have to live our life in a very prudent way. We have to create some kind like a protection. And the best way to create protection will be through loving and caring. Agree? That's the best form of protection. All of these are the three principles. But you still need to have it under two conditions. First condition is about knowledge. You cannot just do things without knowledge. Knowledge is very important. But also, knowledge is very powerful. You can use it to ruin people, right? So, use knowledge with good morality. All of these things can create what he say, moderation. Okay? And once you understand, you find your own point of moderation. Everything in life will be more balanced, more mindful, and you can get to the point of contentment. Many people call it happiness, but I myself prefer the term contentment, because when you are content, it means you are satisfied with what you have. This is all about sufficiency economy philosophy, how this can be related to the business world, right? Before I show you how this can relate to business world, let me demonstrate to you that this philosophy can be applied to all levels of life, starting from individual, from the person. Then it can go on to the community or the firm, organization, company, anything. And then we can even use it for the nation and the world. These are the benefits of sufficiency economy philosophy. We use it for the individual to create self-reliance. Self-reliance means people got to be able to stand firm on your own feet. You cannot borrow somebody else's feet to walk, to run. So make sure that you can help yourself before you run and help other people. This is very important. Okay? Otherwise, we're just going to be all like that. Cannot help and no point. No. We use it at the community to create social strength. Use it at the nation and the world to create sustainable development. This is how we use it. It doesn't limit to only for the poor or limit to any people. Even for the business, you can apply it easily. Come to the very important question. Everybody here are the business. So how this relates to the business practice? If you still doubt on the practicality of the sufficiency economy, I assure you that every single thing will be put together. Normally among the 3 P. The first P that business people would think of is P, profit, right? Business still have to compete. So the concept of competitiveness is still very important. The idea about the planet, sustainability, just came into the scene. When you're talking about competitiveness, there are so many strategies to select from. Operational excellence, TQM, Kensai, customer intimacy, you name it, a lot, so on and so forth. But for sustainability, you can select from CSR, Marketing 3.0, CSV, creating share value, and karma marketing, which I will touch on it a bit later. Okay. But believe me, in order to move from P profit to P planet, P people is the most important thing, especially people who are at the top level, people who can create change. People need motivation to change. And this is where I see SEP, the philosophy fit in. It functions as a mindset for the business to move, to go beyond profit, to do something for other people. Because if you don't have the mindset of, I have enough, this is what I feel like I have enough, you will not go and help other people. Okay. Once we are equipped with this thing, with this mindset, everyone will go on into the new economy, which is called Sufficiency Economy. It's a new economy that we will have enough for everyone to sustain. Repeat, have enough for everyone to sustain. And if you still doubt on the practicality of it, you will see from this slide that it's something that's very common. You practice it every day in your business world. Talking about self-awareness, same thing as self-assessment. We do SWOT analysis all the time, right? Identify strength, weakness, such and such. You have to do this before you start any business planning. Know the business, know everything about the company. Reasonableness, very simple. Strategic management. Self-immunity, risk management. Knowledge, you do it under the term learning organization. Morality, corporate governance. There's nothing that lists under this philosophy that is not listed in the modern business book. You just have to believe in and understand the term moderation. Then you can practice it. And once you conduct business in the balanced, mindful way, responsible way, you can take your business to the point of sustainable business. Business that is built to last. Okay. I'm a brand consultant. Allow me to show you how we can apply this to the branding process. Self-awareness, very simple. Brand DNA, right? You have to identify the brand DNA before you start to build the brand. And once you know your DNA, you know who you are, you know your value, you know your brand value and everything, then you start to build a brand with a good strategy. Strategic branding. You have to make sure that everything in your organization makes sense. Internal, external, CEO vision align with the marketing activity. So everything has to put together in a good reason to make sense. You create self-immunity to activities that you call brand engagement. Either you engage with your employees or you engage with your community on stakeholder engagement will lead you to the point of brand advocacy, which is the top form of protection for the brand. Once the brand practice this way, then the brand can get into the new KPI, admired brand. The brand people love, the brand people respect. Not just the brand that make the most money. Who care about the brand who makes most money but never share, right? We're looking for the brand that we love, the brand that we can be proud of, the brand that we can respect. But believe me, if you want to get into the admired brand, but your marketing still perform the same, impossible. So now, let's talk about karma marketing. Why call it karma marketing? Because normally KPI of marketing is based on one but more margin, more profit, more market share. The only thing that would be less is budget, right? We face this challenge all the time. So when everything is based on more and more and more and more, and you cannot control it, believe me, anything that is beyond need is greed. And greed will lead to dissatisfaction. This cycle will lead to anger because once you cannot get it, you get really angry. Anger leads to vengeance. This will lead to ignorance and foolish behavior. All of these things working together to create something that's very negative in life, very negative in the way you treat people, very negative in the way you belief in the world. We call it bad karma. But I so believe in the power of marketing. If marketing can move people from bed, get them out of bed, to buy something without conscious, we can use marketing to change behavior. We can use marketing to change from greed to sharing, dissatisfaction to satisfaction, anger to kindness, vengeance to forgiveness, change from ignorance to knowing, and from foolish behavior to good behavior. That's what marketing should do today. Not just move people to buy, not just create something that we call overconsumption. Marketing today has to be more mindful, has to be more responsible. Keep in mind that karma means cause and effect. Marketing can create a lot of impact. Marketing can create footprint. And believe me, any footprint that your marketing make will return to you. And in today's time, return back to you fast and furious. So beware of your bad karma. Use marketing to create good karma. That's how we can create a better world. Every time when I talk about this, most of the business people feel like, Kun Nui, what you are talking about is a little go against the business practice. Okay? Are you going to tell me that I should stop competing, stop developing? No, I never say that. They misunderstood the term sufficiency and moderation. They thought that sufficiency means less. Moderation means slow. They're so afraid that they have to give up, give in, and give away. But actually, once they start to get into the sharing process, they can see a lot of positive things happen. Because after all, when we're talking about sufficiency economy, it's on start from us. We have to make it enough for yourself first. But don't stay there forever. Don't become never enough generation, okay? You just have to extend it to others. Make sure that you can make enough for others. Be moderate on taking, but be generous on giving. That is the way that business and the world should live together today, okay? Once you can practice it, you can see a lot of positive things. Start from yourself. The minute that you can control your greed, you can have a personal growth because now your mind is over material. Once you apply it to community, you can see a lot of things, okay? Sufficiency, moderation. Another classic question that people always come and ask me is, who can justify it? You or me? Who else? The only one who can justify these two terms is you. I'm talking about us, okay? You don't have to go around and ask other people about what is your moderation. This is something about you. Think of this as the way you eat. If you know yourself well enough, you have some knowledge about nutrition. You would know what to eat, what not to eat, when to stop eating. You will even know that eating moderately is the best form of health, right? And if you have a good ethic, good heart, you won't eat it up. You will leave something for others, and you won't even waste food. As simple as this. Moderation is up to you. You define it. You just spend time with yourself to find it, and you will find it. When I talk about this, it doesn't mean that Thailand is a paradise. Okay? We still have issue of drug. We still have issue of sex. Big gap between the rich and the poor. But this should not stop us from sharing and try to do something better. You don't have to wait until you are perfect to help other people. You can just believe in yourself, do something right now. The minute that you say, I have enough, you can feel the power of sharing. You will know that you can just control your destiny. And you can use this power to create a better brand. And by the way, as a brand consultant, I don't work for any clients that has big money and no heart. This is my how to become a small, better, and very proud consultant. Thank you.